And 3, before actually describing the creation, nama rupabhyam vyakriyata, it was shown that the creation is twofold. Vyakrita is twofold. What is the twofold? Deha srishti and jiva praveshana, stanza 103. And first Deha srishti was described because jiva pravesha is later. Because first the Deha must be there for jiva to enter. So Deha srishti was described. Now, having described that in terms of adhyasa, superimposition of Jagat includes the superimposition of all the embodiments. All the embodiments of all the jivas that are going to be born. So having described now the actual entry of jiva and what for it is, Shruti speaks of that, all this will be now described. The Vyakrita Vakyartha is concluded and its connection to the forthcoming Shruti Vakya is being given now. A transitory stanza now. Nama Rupadhyasa Evam Vyakrita Pratipaditaha Praveshasyatra Jivasya Pravesha Pratipadyate Evam Vyakritaha Nama Rupadhyasaha Pratipaditaha Evam Vyakritaha Nama Rupadhyasaha Pratipaditaha. Add Saha Eva Atra Praveshaha. Saha Eva Atra Praveshaha Jivasya Praveshaha Pratipadyate. Jivasya Praveshaha Pratipadyate. Evam, as described so far in the context of what is Vyakrita, Vyakriyata. Evam Vyakritaha Nama Rupadhyasaha Pratipaditaha. Pratipaditaha, explained, expounded. What was expounded, explained? So Vyakritaha, manifest Nama Rupadhyasaha, the superimposition of the Jagat in terms of names and forms, that is what Vyakrita Jagat, that was explained till now. Now, Saha Eva, that Vyakrita only, the Nama Rupa Adhyasa that is there in terms of embodiment, Atra, so in the Shruti is what? Praveshaha. Pravesha means Praveshtum Yogyaha, the one who is fit to be entered. Praveshtum Yogyaha, the one who is fit to be entered. If this hall is not there, how will you enter the hall? Hall is there, it is available to you, and that you are able to come and sit here. So like this, if the bodies are not there, how the entry of the jiva or availability of jiva in that embodiment is possible? So therefore, first the bodies were described in terms of the Vyakrita Jagat, and that is the one that is fit to be entered into. Swatra Pasaha Eva. Saha means Vyakritaha Eva Atra Praveshaha, the one who is fit to be entered. And therefore what is done? There now Jivasya Praveshaha Pratipadyate. The entry of jiva is being Pratipadyate, means is being explained now. He just introduced the topic that is going to come. Now let us see what is the Pravesha Shruti. The phrase in this Brihadaranyaka Upanishad which speaks of Pravesha and what for that is meant. The Pravesh Shruti, you can make note, it must be given somewhere, I think we are not here. It is there on 419 after the 115 translation. Saesha iha pravishtaha anakhagrebhyaha. Saesha iha pravishtaha anakhagrebhya, from Brihadaranyaka 147. So Saha, that is Saha, that means that Jiva only, Iha, Saha, Eshaha, this is the Paramatma who appears as Jiva, Iha in this embodiment, Pravishtaha, entered, how? Anakagrebhya, up to the tip of the nail. He is, that is pervading in this particular embodiment. So let us see now. So what are the meanings, etc. will be told. The meanings of the words will be told. But before that, what is the purpose of this Pravesha Shruti? Not only here, elsewhere also. It is said, Paramatma Brahma entered the embodiment. Tat srishtva tadevano pravishat. Taittiriya. So why this is told, Pravesha, etc.? Actually there is something wrong with this Pravesha. Do you know why? Who entered? Brahma. Who is Brahma? Sarvavyapi. How Sarvavyapi can enter? How is it possible? That's why not knowing the modus of, that is treating the subject matter, some Westerners taking the Upanishads in one hand and dictionary in the other, and then try to find out. Somebody said, it seems, this is all blabbering of humanity at its childhood. This is a hubris, no? See, that with that omniscient attitude, I know everything, with little science and technology, they think that they know everything. They are all omniscient people only. And whatever that is beyond the ken of their understanding is nonsense. So they are not ready to accept their limitation. They are pointed out. Somebody said it seems that is all blabbering of humanity at its childhood, a blab. Okay. So now, see, how do you say so? So what is this? That Atma, which is all Brahma, which is all pervasive, how did it enter this body? What is Sarvavyapi and what is the limited embodiment? How is it possible? So he says, what is the purpose? How it is so? Let us see. Actually, what is the entry is availability of that Brahma here as Jiva means Chidabhasa. In this body, if reflected Chaitanya, Pratibimba of Chaitanya, Chidabhasa were not there, this body is useless. Think of your own embodiment. If Chidabhasa is not there in your embodiment, Swamiji, what are you talking? Please don't talk that way. I think many have not understood the implication. What is the implication of Chidabhasa not being available in a given body? The body is dead. The body is dead. So it is not able to respond. So that is what it is. Because of Chidabhasa, all our lifestyle or life, whatever that we do, conduct in our life is possible. Without that, the body is nothing but rotten mass it will be. So that being the case, so that availability of Chaitanya Pratibimba, otherwise called Chidabhasa, that is the one because of which the individual is able to live and do and experience many things. So that is one thing. Other thing, but why Shruti should give so much of importance to this? That is a useful means to make him show that you, who actually as a Jiva, Chidabhasa coupled with gross and subtle body, in reality is nothing but who? That Brahma, the Atma only. So to show the identity, in reality you have no existence apart from Brahma. To show this Jiva Brahma Aikya, Brahmatma Aikya, so these Praveshruti are employed. So therefore, what is the purpose? Let us know. Sarva Shastrarambha Eva Yadarthastad Vibuddhaye Saesha Iha Deheshu Pravishta iti giyate Yadarthaha eva sarvashastrarambha Yadarthaha eva sarvashastrarambha tad vibuddhaye saha eshaha iha deheshu pravishtaha deheshu add there jiva rupena. If you want earlier, saha eshaha, after that add paramatma. You can't say Brahma because saha and esha are in masculine gender. If you want to add saha, this Brahma, it should have been tadetad. So saha eshaha, add paramatma. Iha deheshu, add jiva rupena pravishtaha iti giyate. Yadarthaha eva sarva shastrarambha. For whatever purpose, all shastras, they take to their whatever that they have to say. What is the purpose of all shastras? All shastras here is Vedanta Shastra, Upanishad, not anything, not other thing, not Karma Kanda or Upasana Kanda, Upanishad. What is the purpose of all Upanishad? To make us discover the knowledge of our true nature identical with Brahma. That is the purpose. So it is not told here, only indirectly it is told, Yaha eva, yadarthaha eva sarva shastra arambha. The author expects you to know here in Anubhuti Prakasha, but in Brihadaranyaka Vartika Sara, in the very next stanza, what is that sarva shastra arambha? He explained. Actually, I told you earlier, as far as Anubhuti Prakasha, on whatever chapters on Brihadaranyaka are concerned, they are simply picked up and edited from Brihadaranyaka Vartika Sara. Brihadaranyaka Vartika written by whom? Suresh Arajara. So I think there are 16,000, other day I told you, 16,000 or 14,000 stanzas. Such a voluminous grantha it is. So that is abridged by Vidyaranya Muni in what is called as Brihadaranyaka Vartika Sara. Now that also is more than Anubhuti Prakasha or the chapters of Brihadaranyaka. Now Anubhuti Prakasha is the essence of all the Upanishads, and when it comes to Brihadaranyaka, what he has done is, he has abridged the Brihadaranyaka Vartika Sara. In Brihadaranyaka Vartika Sara, this stanza 111 corresponds to 406. Think of it now. This stanza corresponds to 406, means 406 stanzas he has abridged in 111. Of course, don't think that they are only those stanzas. Most of them are those stanzas, but wherever those stanzas he can't take, but he wants to give the gist of so many stanzas, he adds a new stanza there. So maybe now this is 406 stanza there. The 407th stanza explains there, which is not given here. What is that Sarva Shastra Arambha? So he says there, Atma Jnanaavatarartha Sarva Shastra Samudbhavaha Samsarochedamevami Phalam Shastra Kruto Bruvan. He says this is the purpose of Sarva Shastra Arambha. What is that? Atma Jnanaavatarartha. Atma Jnanaavatarartha. Atma Jnanasya avatarartha means for the production of Atma Jnana. Avatara means producing here. To produce the Atma Jnana, Sarva Shastra Samudbhavaha. The origin, the birth of all Shastras means all Shastras means all Upanishads are engaged in giving you the Atma Jnana. That is the purpose. How do you say so? This is which is ascertained and accepted by all those masters who have created the Shastras or who are given the Shastras or who have analyzed the Shastras. So he says, Samsarochedam eva ami phalam Shastra Krutaha Bruvan. Ami Shastra Krutaha. So these people who are those, Ami means these Shastra Krutaha. So they are the past master in the Shastra, so or in the other treatises who have given Shastra Krita. What they say? Samsarochedam eva phalam bruvan. They speak of what is the phala of the Shastra? Samsarochedam eva. Uchcheda, uchchitti, termination, destruction of samsara alone is the phala of all the Shastras. So that being the case, what is Sarva Shastra Arambha? Producing the Atma Jnana, gaining the Atma Jnana. So that being the case, Yadarthaha, for what purpose? Take this stanza now. Eva Sarva Shastra Arambha. It is all Shastras begin or endeavor. It says, Tad Vibuddhaye, to know that Atma Swarupa, to gain that Atma Jnana. Here, what the Shruti speaks, Saha Eshaha Paramatma. That this Paramatma means the Paramatma which was there as Avyakrita before the creation, now who is entering the body, that Iha Paramatma. Iha, here means where? Deheshu, in all the embodiments, Jiva Rupena, in the form of Jiva, Pravishtaha, has entered, iti Giyate. So it is said. Giyate means is said. What is that statement of Shruti which speaks of entry? This is what it is. Sa eshotra nakhagrebhyaha pravishta iti vedagi vyakhyayate sau padashaha adau mimausyate tvatha sa eshaha atra anakagrebhya pravishtaha. So put this much in inverted comma. This is the Shruti quotation which is now being analyzed. Iti vedagihi. Iti vedagihi means take the anvaya. Iti vedagihi. Then next line. Asau padashaha adau vyakhyayate. Asau padashaha adau vyakhyayate. Atha tu mimausyate. Atha tu mimausyate. Saha eshaha atra anakagrebhya pravishtaha. Saha Paramatma. Eshaha, now here. Atra, in this embodiment. Anakagrebhya. A means here an paryantam, up to. Agra means tip. Agra is tip or end, and A is up. Nakha, you know. What is nakha? Nail. Nakha is nail. So therefore, Nakagreya means up to the nails. Up to the tips of the nails. Be careful. How many tips the nails have got? How many tips your nose has got? Nasikagre. How many tips your nose has got? 2, not 1, 2. Not only this also is tip. Between the 2 eyebrows, that also is, look here. Suppose you are studying anatomy, say, I think anatomical students will not tell this. Draw the nose. Draw the nose bone. How many tips will be there? True. Beginning and end will be there. So therefore, like that, Nakhagra also are 2. Beginning and end. Here you have to take the beginning one. Or of course, below that something is there where feeling is there. But why it says is, Nakha, where the Nakha begins, it need not be this way. It can be from the bottom. Not the end, this not the laterally, but the thickness wise, the bottom one. So then what happens? Where there is nail, you don't have the feeling. That Sachetanatva is not, that Chidabhasa is not available. So for that she says, up to the tip of the nails. So Nakagrebhya Pravishtaha, that Paramatma has entered. Iti Vedagihi. So is the Shruti statement. Gihi statement. So is the Shruti statement. Now what is being done now? Asau. This statement, this Vedagihi, first Padashaha Adau Vyakhyayate, is commented upon, is explained. Vyakhyayate is explained, commented upon. How? Padashaha. Padashaha, word by word. That is, word by word means what is Saha, Eshaha, like this, etc. Word by word, first it is, and that is commented upon or explained. Then Athatu, whereas then Atha means then thereafter Mimausyate is being analyzed, means what exactly is meant by that entire Vakya. So that is being told. So let us see now. What is meant by Saha? Saha sa ityanena shabdena prakrutarthavalehina अव्याकृताध्यक्ष आत्मा, अव्याकृताध्यक्ष आत्मा यः पुरोक्तः स उच्यते। सः इति अनेन प्रकृतार्थावलेहिना, प्रकृतार्थावलेहिना शब्देन यः पुरा उक्तः अव्याकृताध्यक्षः आत्मा, अव्याकृताध्यक्षः आत्मा सः उच्यते, सः उच्यते। सः इति अनेन शब्देन, by this word saha in that Shruti statement. What type of shabda it is? Prakrutarthavalehina. Avalehina literally means avalehin. You know what it means, avalehin? The one that licks. Literal meaning. You know avaleha? At least you know leha, Ayurveda lehas. Ayurveda lehas you have to lick. They have to lick. So you should be very careful about these lehas. You know? They are nice taste at not all. Some may be very nice to tasty, etc. So that is it happened in one case in Rishikesh ashram. It happened. One elderly Swami was there, and he was taking this lehas, etc. And he was quite old he was. Suddenly he got bleeding. Bleeding from the mouth it is coming. And they are not able to diagnose. So he was hospitalized. So it went many days he was there, and bottles after bottles after blood bag. Somehow they controlled, but they could not diagnose what it was. But it was controlled. Again for a few days it happened. Again he came. After a few months, again same thing, same problem. Okay. Afterwards it was found this fellow was taking this leha and it was sticky. And sticky somewhere in this, that is that elementary canal somewhere, so it has stuck, etc., and created a rupture there, a mild rupture. And from the rupture, the bleeding was coming. Means what should be done? This fellow must be licking like anything. It should be licked in such a way that it should get dissolved where? In the mouth. It should get dissolved in the mouth. That not that totally sticky thing should have. He must be taking too much also. So it was a very rare cases. Don't get scared about lehas now. So, but why that way is why even I remember one thing. There was some syrup type. It was like tonic or something. Manufactured by, I remember very well, manufactured by Raptakos and Brett. It's nice to taste, and I used to take it long back, and I have got suffocation. Spoon, with a spoon, and with that particular tonic only, with the spoon many times I have to gasp for, it has happened at least 2-3 times it has happened. So it can happen with anything else. So like that means haste. That's all. That is the haste only. Nothing wrong with this. Haste as such. So just gulp it down. Maybe some viscosity must be there. Slight viscous it must be, and therefore it should have been taken little and slowly as such. But I gulped it just like that. So that's happened. So like that. So anyway, avalehina, the one that licks. Now here no licking is there. No, don't think some Ayurveda leha is here. So why that avalehina? That means by the one that refers to. You have to take that avalehina means that is the word by the word that refers to what? Prakrutartha. So prakrutartha avalehina shabdena. By the word that refers to prakrutartha. That is what? The topic that is what? Already begun. What is the topic that is begun? Where you will go now? First statement. Tadhedam tarhi avyakrutam asit refers to avyakruta. So therefore, that's why it says, what is that prakrutartha that is referred to? Author himself tells us, avyakrutadhyakshaha atma. So that prakrutartha that is referred to is what? Avyakrutadhyakshaha atma. The atma, Paramatma, who is the adhyakshaha, Adhyaksha means here Sakshi, the one who presides over means makes you know. That one who Sakshi of what? Avyakrita. Avyakrita. So what is that? Atma, Paramatma, Chaitanya, Tattva. That is how. See, when you say Avyakrita, let us start with this. Avyakrita's meaning as what? Ajnana, Prakriti, Maya. There is no, Adhyaksha is not told there, you may say. Yes, Adhyaksha is not told. But what is told is what? Avyakrita. Avyakrita, Ajnana, Prakriti, Maya, what was there? Was there means is it known or not? How is it known? Because Avyakrita by itself is what? Jada. You have to that, it was there, its knowledge is you speak means what? There must be what? Chaitanya, Atma, Paramatma, Brahma must be there. That's why Adhyaksha. The very mention of Avyakrita what presupposes the presence of Adhyaksha or Sakshi Paramatma. That is straight away that Avyakrita Adhyaksha Atma Yaha Pura Uktaha. Yaha Pura Uktaha, the earlier told in that Tadbhedam Tarhi Avyakritam Asit, that one who is that Avyakrita Adhyaksha Atma Saha Uchyate. That is what is told as what? Saha. In that Saha. Where Saha? In Saha Eshaha Iha Pravishtaha. There it is termed by the word Saha. Now, an alternate meaning of Saha also can be seen. Final meaning is same, but from where you derive can differ. Here the meaning of Saha as Paramatma, from where have you derived? Tadhedam Tarhi Avyakritam Asit. But this is not the first mantra in this particular Brahmana. There's earlier also. Earlier who was there? Virat was there. Virat was there means Virat Adhisthana, Atma Paramatma must be there. From that Shruti statement also you can arrive at the meaning of Saha as Paramatma also. So that's why that alternatively the meaning of Saha is derived from that Virat, that is Atma iva idamagra asit purusha vidaha. 141. 141 Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Tadhedam taryavaktam asit is 147 Brihadaranyaka. So this statement also was in the Virat context. Atma iva idamagra asit purusha vidaha. That purusha vidaha Atma means Virat was there, and that Virat was there means basis of Virat who must be there? Paramatma, Chaitanya necessarily must be there. From that also this can be derived. That is what he is deriving. Let us. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mani Manisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu